Our next speaker is Kristi Connor, a true blue Arkansan, proudly hails from Painway, Arkansas, and now calls Wynn her home. Her heart swells with love for her immediate family and her cherished extended circle. With the first light of dawn, you'll find Kristi lacing up her jogging shoes, setting forth into the embrace of the rising sun. Embarking on her educational journey, Kristi commenced her career as an elementary educator in East Poinsett County. Here, she adeptly guided students through various subjects, even taking on the role of junior high cheerleading coach. In 2018, Kristi made a significant move to the Wynn School District, where she presently stands as the assistant principal at Wynn Primary School. In every facet of her career, Kristi's fervor for service through education shines through. Her mission's unwavering, to instill an enduring passion for learning and personal growth, regardless of one's stage in life. For Kristi, education is the key to nurturing a lifelong love for knowledge and self-improvement. Please welcome Kristi Connor.
You think that sounds so great. Wow, okay, well, thank you so much for that introduction. Today, good morning.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Those were our first 5 minutes. Context. Have you ever wondered how people know what those things mean? The clap signal, the wave, the fist bump, a high five. It's simple. It's context. According to an Engaged HR 2016 article, context is critical because it tells you, the receiver, what importance to place on something, what assumptions to draw or not about what is being communicated, and most importantly, it puts a meaning into the message. As you notice, this, my friends, is where the rubber meets the road. In education today, context can make or break an educator or a student. For educators, the tone, the body language, the cultural context, explicit about your needs. It's the same for a student when they're in your classroom. The tone you present and greet them with first thing when you get to them, the body language you give, your cultural context that you're also bringing into the classroom, and the explicit about their needs. It can make or break your day. So, as an example right here, you can see, you can either be the class clown, you could be the teacher, or you can be the one laced up as the administrator, ready to go if need be, but also be professional at the same time. It's all in how you take it. It's all in how you address it from the moment that you step foot with another person. It's the context that we receive. Did you know context is so important from that first interaction? My favorite part of my job is morning greetings. I start my day every morning. Most mornings you'll find me in the back at kindergarten car rider line. I get to start knowing every single kid that's going to walk in the doors of our elementary building from their first day of kindergarten. As I have been an assistant principal over the last 3 years, I did not realize the importance of why the principal said, hey, this is going to be your new duty. You're going to take this from me. You're going to get to know these kids and their parents. And I was like, okay, sounds great. I'm here for it. Well, I'll tell you what. The other morning, I have now done this for the 3rd year. So my first group of kids is now in 2nd grade. I had a parent blowing the horn, honking and waving real big at me. Even though his kid's down here in 2nd grade, he wanted me to know he saw me. He appreciated it. It was that greeting. It was that smile. We built that relationship, and I'll never forget him. The first day I got his kid out of the car, you're in a hurry. Okay, it's the first day of school. You're getting 200 kids out of a car. You're trying to get these parents in a car right line. You're trying to get it flowing, get everybody to work on time. I slammed his door. He pulls back and he goes, rolls his window down. Ma'am, please don't ever slam my door again. I said, yes, sir, I promise it won't happen again. So from that moment on, me and that parent, we had a relationship. I was known as the smiling door slam woman, and he was known as the one who was going to put me in my place and tell me about it. So because of that, he felt comfortable with me. I felt comfortable with him. And ever since his child first stepped in kindergarten, we've had a great relationship. I know he can come to me, and he knows that I can go to him for anything, whether it be a medical need, a food need, an academic need for his kid. He has no fear to come and talk. And that's the importance of education, and where sometimes we miss the step because of that context, that tone that we use with those parents, and they get upset with us. Well, ever since I was a small child, I've always known that I'm going to be a teacher. I played it from the time I could go to school till now. I'm a teacher every day, no matter what. And it's just instilled in me. It's a gift. You know that's your calling for sure. And I want others, as they get into this career, it's not an easy battle. It's not an easy fleet. Every day you're reading context. Whether you're reading a parent's body language, a parent text message who might be frustrated at you because you didn't hand out the right birthday party invitations, or an email that you get from the State Department talking about them data scores and where you're at. It's all in context. How are we interpreting it? How are we reading it? And where are we at? How can we fix it? Because you can either be positive about it and say, oh, okay, we might be sitting here at 66.6%, and we're a C school, and say, okay, that's where we are, but where are we going to go? How are we going to get there? How do we get to that 70%? Where is that next 4.4%? We're going to do this. Or you can go, man, it was so-and-so's fault and so-and-so's fault, and they missed school, and they did this, and so it's all in context. How are you presenting it? How are you presenting it to your teachers? How are you presenting it to your staff? How are you presenting it to parents in the community? How are you presenting it to the students? So before you flip your lid and you go crazy, I want you to think about your first 5 minutes when you're asked to present in a PLC, when you're asked to teach a lesson to your students, and you have that one kiddo who's having a complete and utter meltdown, and you have no idea why, but you got to teach these other 19 kids, and the principal's coming in to do an observation about that time with her notebook and her computer, and you've got little Johnny over here in the corner screaming and crying and throwing chairs, and you're just like, oh my goodness, what do I do? Be glad. Grin when they walk in the door. Grin when you see them out in the parking lot. Greet them, even if it's with a simple smile. Greet them with a hello. Greet them with a bow. Whatever it may be, greet them first. The second thing is to listen, because there's a need. There is a big need. Don't talk, listen. Then address and take an action. And the fourth thing is to demonstrate. As an administrator, I try to do this every single time. I'm trying to build a relationship. I'm walking into a classroom. I'm coming for a crisis moment. First of all, I greet the teacher. Then I greet the student or whatever's going on, and I'm listening. I'm listening to what's going on, what's created this chaos that's in the classroom, this chaos that may be causing some mixed confusions and feelings. And then I get down and I address it. I take an action, whether that action is me just calming that student with a simple touch or a back rub and saying, hey bud, where's your snack? Do you have your snack today? Do you need a bottle of water? Do you want to walk with me? Do we need to just take a minute to go calm down, take breathers? Whatever it is, I take an action. And the final thing is to demonstrate. So if I have that student or that adult or your husband or whoever you might have that is heightened at that moment, demonstrate, walk with them, talk with them. Just show what you want to be shown, because a lot of times they don't have those snaps of the brain to calm down. They need your calm to calm them. They need your calm to keep them calm. So they want to borrow it. They want to borrow your smile, but they don't know how to have it at that moment because they've forgotten. They're escalated. On the flip side, how are you going to continue to grow and change as the context of education changes? As cultures continue to blend into your classroom, to blend into your school districts, as we take on a new and moving century and universe, as we're told we've got new standards, as we're told that the State Department's rolling out a new test, as we're told I expect behavior to be here, here, and here, what is going to be the meaning to your message when you meet them? My meaning to my message is right here with my own child. I have left her notes in her lunchbox since she started kindergarten. Now, she is leaving me notes on my dresser. I do this with my own teachers when I walk into their classrooms. I do this with students when I'm in those teachers' classrooms and I'm writing on their papers as they're working, telling them, wow, that is awesome. You are doing a fantastic, your handwriting is marvelous. Where did you learn to write like that? I'm starting now with my own little legacy. And when I was here a few minutes ago, she also is here with me and wrote, Mom, you got this. So it's funny that this was a couple of years ago and now we still, you got this, my number one supporter. So I want you to remember when you go back into your district, your building, your facility, whatever you are here from today, your own house, you got this. And what is the meaning to your message that you're presenting every day? Thank you.